Hello, today we're talking about twin flame and soulmate breakups. Soulmate and twin flame breakups or estrangement is one of the toughest times a person can go through. Breaking up is hard to do, but breaking up with a twin flame or soulmate will be one of the most difficult things you will ever experience.
Or when they break up with you.
Yeah.
And as you are more than aware of by now, a romantic soulmate or twin flame relationship is very, very intense. The connection is on all levels: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, of course. The feeling of loss is excruciating. There can be a lot of crying, not eating, not sleeping, and basically having no drive to do anything. Family and friends, of course, don't get it, and they're often pushed away because of it, because you just can't deal with their lack of understanding, because they tell you to get over it, move on, and some even suggest that you begin dating again, which is a bad idea, of course, because you're far away from even being able to think along those lines. And all that just makes you feel worse and worse and sink deeper and deeper into a state of depression.
Yeah, and a soulmate or twin flame breakup will make you feel like you're actually losing part of yourself. I mean, this is someone that you've merged with and felt really connected to. The removal of their presence and their energy from yours can literally make you feel like a part of you is dying. And while it kind of is a death of sorts, it's about change and transformation, which is what death is anyway. You're saying goodbye, not only to your twin flame or soulmate, but to a part of yourself and the person that you were when you were with them. It's heartbreaking, and unfortunately, you will suffer, but you will get through it, and you will love again, just not next week. Healing from a twin flame or soulmate breakup will take time, and it's going to take a long time.
And there are many reasons soulmates and twin flames end a relationship. We have a podcast and YouTube video on the topic if you want to go and check it out. Perhaps you and your partner have broken up many times before. This has become a pattern in your relationship. You're together, then you're apart, then you're back together again. Each time one of you goes through like the feelings of loss and grief, the other doesn't. They've recognized the pattern, so they don't feel the loss. They know that they're not real breakups. They're just dysfunctional relationship dynamics. So stop worrying every time you break up, because your partner isn't. And it's time you clued into the fact that this is just a form of like sabotage on their end. And you need to learn your lesson, because apparently they're not learning theirs. Because let's be honest, most twin flame and soulmate breakups are temporary for the most part.
That's correct. And soulmates and twin flames also end their relationship because the partner was doing what we just talked about and what's in the other podcast or YouTube video about 10 reasons to break up with your soulmate or twin flame. Breaking up all the time for no good reason, and the other partner has just finally had enough. So now they take control and they're ending it themselves this time. Now, the partner who was doing all the sabotaging is no longer in control. We also have a podcast and YouTube video on sabotage and soulmate and twin flame relationships. So they'll have to make the necessary changes for their soulmate or twin flame to give them another chance. It can't be always just one person working on the relationship while the other puts their energy into screwing it up. You and your spiritual partner may have broken up, and now they're ghosting you, and they refuse to communicate with you at all. Either way, it's really hard for you to deal with. So now what? What can you do to get through this?
Okay, well, it's time to heal and time to make some changes. And it's time you took a realistic look at your relationship. Stop focusing on the good and what you miss and blah, 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 blah. What you really need to look at is what went wrong along the way. Were there red flags that you ignored? Were you an enabler? Maybe your soulmate or twin flame had been treating you disrespectfully. Perhaps they were not honoring the connection between the two of you and, treating you like trash. Sure, the good times were good, but now it's time to pay attention to the bad times. The bad times are what got you here. In so many cases, soulmates and twin flames rekindle the relationship anyway. So don't assume it's over this time, especially if your soul is telling you that it isn't. So instead of crying, driving yourself crazy, and staying depressed, use this time in a useful way, okay? You need to look at what needs to change should the two of you get back together. Not just on their end, but on yours. And it doesn't matter if you don't think they will come back. This is what you should do regardless of if they don't. You need to learn from your past relationship, not just grieve over it. There are lessons here. You need to find them, and you need to get to work on yourself. So many people that contact us for readings when they're in this separation phase, are asking us like, oh, are they doing work on themselves? Blah, 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 blah. And many times, I know I have, I'm sure you have too, Sophia, we've had to say like, nope, the reading shows that they're not. And they get really upset and disappointed. And I've had to tell them, and I'm sure you have too, Sophia, like, well, you're not doing any work on yourself. So why have the expectation that you are? So if you don't know, which you probably don't, whether or not your soulmate or twin flame is doing the work on their end during the separation phase, focus on yourself. Do your own work. It's always better that at least one of you is learning the lessons and one of you is doing the work. So when you get back together, you're not going to have a separation again. You're not going to break up again. You'll know how to handle it again.
And better this time.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And maybe prevent it from happening in the first place.
Exactly. So when you experience a breakup with a soulmate or twin flame, you will see that the connection is still alive. You've just broken up in the physical world, not in the spiritual world. So for God's sake, don't try and break the connection. Well, besides, you can't truly break it, but you can deal with it. You need to learn to deal with it in a different way. It will take some time for you to feel whole again. Honor that and honor yourself. Practice some positive self-care. Do something for yourself. And if you've gone through or are going through a soulmate or twin flame breakup, please comment in our comments section below if you're watching this on YouTube. You can find us on Soulmate Twin Flame Gurus on that website. You can arrange for a psychic reading. The links to all of our social media is in the right-hand column at the top. We also have an app that's listed on there as well, links to the app. And I guess that's it, Sarah. Can you think of anything else? If you're watching this on YouTube, please comment, like, and subscribe.
And I would like to add something. If you are going through a soulmate or a twin flame breakup and you're in that separation phase, stay off social media.
Oh, yeah,
okay?
stay off social media.
Just don't keep looking at them and da-da-da.
That's self-torture.
They're not going to put the truth out there. You're not going to learn anything, helpful or whatever. All you're going to be doing is torturing yourself. So stay away from them on social media. Go do something productive, not harmful.
Exactly. Do something for yourself. Okay. Bye, guys. Bye, Sarah.
Bye.